guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Steph, and today we are talking about the Ugg Tasman slippers. This is an FYI before you buy. For anybody who is new here to my channel, FYI before you buy is a series I run where I just walk you guys through my thoughts, pros, cons, and a little bit of information about items and products that I have bought. They're kind of my equivalent of a beauty review where people, like review makeup and stuff, but usually for me it is with fashion pieces, in particular really popular and trending pieces, and a ton of Aritzia stuff. So if you do like this series, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you never miss an FYI. All right, so jumping into this, basic. The Tasmans are not for everybody. Obviously, Uggs have never been for everybody. Even back when Uggs were first introduced to us here in North America, they were a controversial situation. And I understand that. I have gone through phases of loving Uggs, hating Uggs, loving Uggs, hating Uggs. But at the end of the day, you cannot deny that Uggs are so comfortable, and if you live in a colder climate like we do, especially in the fall when it's a little bit more dry, they make awesome shoes. Like, they're so warm, they're so comfy, you feel like you're wearing slippers outside. So, disclaimer, Uggs are also super trendy right now. So the first thing you need to know before you buy them is, one, you might be looking at a back order situation. Two, it is better to always purchase them as soon as you find them. Unfortunately, they go very, very quickly. Three, the best time to buy Uggs is in July and August. That's when I bought these, and I didn't buy many Uggs at the same time, and of course I am regretting it. I'm regretting it so much because they're on back order until Christmas. Will I buy them for a little Christmas present to me from me? Maybe, but anyways, it's so difficult. Unfortunately, these are sold out on ugg.com and .ca, so you are gonna have to look a few other places. I will do my best to search around and link them for you guys. It'll always be linked in the description box and the pinned comment, anything that I'm talking about. I do use affiliate links which don't impact you in any way, but if you purchase using my link, I do get a small commission. It's really small, guys. It's usually like $2 or $3. It doesn't impact you at all, but it does help me make videos like this, and it helps me kind of make this channel a little bit more sustainable on my side of it. So I do appreciate any time you guys purchase using one of my links. Okay, so Tasmans are $125. They come in 3 colors right now. There's a bright pink, black, and then the chestnut. I have the classic chestnut. I purchased a size 8, and typically speaking with Uggs, I would not recommend sizing down in theory, because if you're like a 7.5 going down into a 7, there's a lot of fuzz that, yes, that does get tamped down over time, but it's like the shoes don't really stretch out. So I feel like you're better to size up and wear socks than size down and like hope that like once all of the shearling on the inside has, I think it's shearling, has like, tamped down, that they're miraculously going to be like less tight. They are going to be less tight, but they're not going to be like a size of difference, So that's kind of the thought process I have with this. I purchased a size 8, and I've pretty consistently, I think since like the whole New Balance debacle, just decided that I'm gonna wear a size 8 or like a men's 6.5 across the board. It's worked for me so far. It's very comfortable. Before the, global Panini Press, Panda Express, Patricia situation, I felt that I was very consistently a 7.5. And I just think of that over like the 2-3 years of genuinely like not wearing heels and a lot of shoes. Frequently my feet kind of like spread out, and I've gone up a shoe size, and that's okay with me. I mean, a lot of my stuff still fits because it's like stretched out and all of that, but definitely 7.5 has not been hitting the same, and everything new that I've purchased moving forward has been an 8, and that has been good for me. So that is kind of a weird thing that happened to me. But anyways, overall, these are so comfortable. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that these are like, let's walk around all day, every day in them, but I wear them to go to the grocery store. I wear them to run quick errands. If I'm just going over to like a friend's house for like a casual dinner, and I'm not gonna be doing a ton of walking, I am, you know, wearing these. They're so cute, they're so comfortable, they're great for fall. I also personally wouldn't wear these when they're raining or where there's like inclement weather. It might be sunny outside right now, but it was pouring rain this morning. And yesterday it was like this as well, where it went from pouring rain to sunny to pouring rain to sunny to pouring rain. I wouldn't wear these today. I'm just gonna wear like some Converse or whatever today. But when you know it's gonna be dry, I would wear these. You can get a weather protectant, but like, it's better, these are not inclement weather shoes. It's better to just wear these when they're gonna be dry. I mean, the spray sort of works, but I feel like Uggs are never the same after they're wet. So I definitely keep these dry. There is another version of these called the Tazz, and they have a big platform, and they're the ones that you see that have the red here. Mine are this just like really nice, like brown toned situation. Very neutral. I do like the red, I like the platform Tazz. I don't personally own them because they're incredibly difficult to find, but if you do find them, I think the fit theory is going to be the same. However, keep in mind that the bigger the sole is, the less flexible it is, so the more like clumpy your walk situation is going to be. But overall, these so far have been really good, really comfortable. I might bring these to San Francisco with me. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm either gonna bring these or try and track down a pair of minis. Not the ultra minis, but like regular minis, because the ultra minis are so incredibly sold out, and bring them, and then I'll kind of will be able to give you guys an even better update on how these wear, especially because we do a lot of walking in SF. But yeah, we'll see. On the topic of walking, this little lip back here makes it kind of a challenge to put your feet in. Like if I show you, like you kind of have to like wiggle your feet in, but once your feet are in, they're genuinely so secure. The back holds them really well. I'm very surprised. Now, again, I wouldn't walk around all day in these personally right now. I think when I was younger, I definitely would have, but something about my like almost 30-year-old brain. I am going to be 28 in the winter. I'm just freaking out about that. But I think there's something at this point in my life where I'm like, arch support, ankle support is like a yes. But definitely if I was in like high school or university, I for sure would have walked around in these all day. I just think like as I'm like older, I'm now prioritizing like speed walking and arch support over fashion. Who would have thought? But yeah, that's a personal preference on my point. I think you could. I mean, I used to wear Uggs around all the time. Definitely in the early 2000s, everybody used to wear Uggs around all the time, but to each their own. I haven't done it, so I'm not going to attest to that. I do have to say, you will notice that the inside is really fuzzy, but you will get like a little foot mark over time where your feet have flattened down the shearling on the inside. That's normal, that happens. That also makes it really challenging to share your Uggs with other people. I don't know who shares their Uggs with other people except for maybe like their mom or their siblings, but like my mom and I like went back and forth for a while about like who wore what color Uggs. Like I had a pair of like dark brown and my mom had, I had the tan, and then my mom had the dark brown, and then eventually my mom wanted the tan, so I took the dark brown. And I tell you, when I tried to put my feet into her little foot thing, it was a no from me. The other side of it is there's a great debate of socks and Uggs, no socks and Uggs. I am team sock and Ugg. I mean, here's my thought process. Uggs are really difficult to clean, and you know, once they get wet, they're never really the same again. And knowing that they can't just go into the washing machine, and you know, you can't just like whatever. I'm a big sock person. Now I know a lot of people love them without socks. As you were, me personally, I would definitely recommend wearing socks because they're not the easiest shoe to clean. Now they're really easy, they're quite inexpensive in the grand scheme of shoes, being $125. That being said though, for $125, do you really want to have to theoretically get new ones every single season? I don't know. I don't think that's the most sustainable. Also, given what Uggs are made out of, they're not they're not vegan, so you need to keep that in mind, that there is an animal cost to them as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So that kind of brings me on to the composition of Uggs. So we all know that Uggs have a sheepskin lining. That is true. So sorry to the vegans out there. These are not vegan. So anyways, these shoes have Tread Light by Ugg, which is a proprietary compound which increases cushioning and traction for a supremely lightweight and ultra durable sole. And then the sheepskin lining, vetted through extensive industry-leading process to ensure only the highest quality sheepskin makes the cut, delivering the signature feel of Ugg. So it has a suede upper, which is this, and it is suede. It's not ultra suede, which is the faux suede. And I think it was Halston who popularized this with his ultra suede trench coats and clothing, because ultra suede was like washable, waterproof, blah, 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 if I'm not mistaken. This is real suede, it's not ultra suede. And then it has a 17 millimeter sheepskin lining, which is this like interior. And then there is a 17 millimeter UGG Ugg Pure upcycled wool insole, or a 17 millimeter Ugg Plush 80% upcycled wool, 20% Lyocell insole. So Lyocell is, I don't know if you guys remember from one of my Aritzia FYI before you buys, but it's just a wood fiber compound that has been made into a fabric, and it's a little bit more eco-friendly is the best way to put it. And then there's the Tread Light by Ugg outsole for comfort. There's polyester binding or textile binding made from 100% recycled polyester fibers. Love a recycled polyester fiber moment. Heat embossed Ugg logo here. And then this product contains real fur from sheep or lamb. Fur may be sourced from Australia, Ireland, the United Kingdom, or the US, and it has been artificially dyed and treated. So yeah, there's that like disclosure right there. So just keep that in mind, that this is obviously not a vegan product. So there's a certain degree of like, take care of it, please, because there is an animal on the other side of it. So yeah, anyways, that is that. That's pretty much everything you need to know about the Tasmans from my perspective. If you guys have any more detailed questions, please do let me know, and I will try my best to answer them based on my, little bit of research and my own personal experience with the shoes. As always, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.